Hey, are you an event space owner who loves the idea of decorating someone's special events? Are you even someone who used to be an event planner and always had a dream of owning your own event venue? But what you didn't realize is that you're not only an event space owner, you're not only an event planner, you're not only an event decorator, you are also a salesperson. In this video, I'm going to go over a framework. I'm going to go over a process that we do in our own event venue that allowed us to make six figures and beyond to ensure that we get the client that we're looking for. So we're going to dive right into it. All right, so we're going to dive right in. Awesome. So we're right into it. So this is the process, right? From all the way at the bottom lead to having a raving fan. In one of the videos I talked about the process. I believe it's up here. Yeah, I talked about the event venue process that we take. And within the process of the sales portion, we're diving a little bit deeper in what that truly looks like. So, man, a lot of people are they don't enjoy rejection, right? A lot of people don't want to be salesy. A lot of people don't want to feel as though they're pressuring someone into some a decision that they don't want to make. But if I may just submit to you from all the event space owners that's watching out there, to change your perspective on sales. I come from a sales background, so to change your perspective on sales, what a lot of people tend to do, they try to convince people to do something for their own personal reasons. But you have to change your perspective and look to persuade people for their own reasons. People only do something if they feel like it. Okay. So if you're able to find those pain points, if you're able to find those reasons why someone's actually going to do something to make a move towards something, you have to be a better communicator. You have to ask better questions and you have to follow up. All the money is in the follow up, okay? So we're going to dive into it. So when the lead comes in, and this is, and I'll in the description, I'll put some links down there so you can see these statistics because they're prevalent till this day. Um, all right. So when the lead comes in, boom, first contact, 50% of salespeople give up. That means in your mind, if when you're reaching out to someone and if they're not actively picking up the phone, responding to your text message, responding to your emails, your first thought, if you're within this space, right, is that they don't want no information. They don't really want a book. I'm not chasing after anybody. That's the questions, that's the statements that you say to yourself with the 50% of people that stop. But going beyond that, you may just say, okay, they just didn't pick up. Now you have the contact number two. 65% of salespeople give up. Contact number three, almost 80% of salespeople give up. Oh my gosh. It already takes so much out of us looking to get a lead. I don't know if you're out there, if you're running Facebook ads. I don't know if you have a website or whatever the case may be, but it takes an investment, whether it's time, whether it's money. It takes an investment to get a lead. So if you're looking at this right now, and if you fall into contact number one, two, three, or even four of the people that give up after they reach out to someone, you're leaving money on the table and not just pennies. You're leaving dollars, hundreds of dollars on the table, especially due to the fact of your packages. You're just missing money. You're just missing opportunities. And instead of what a lot of business owners say, I just need more leads, right? I just need more leads. If I have more leads, I'll be okay. But let me submit something to you. Within this last quarter, we've had about 10% less leads than we had last year, but we made more money. That's because the process that we put in place, the process that we've been perfecting to follow up with people has been improving year after year after year. And so we follow up for a decision. And that's what you're going to see right up here. We go for a decision. And what that means within our pipeline, we specifically have a phase where we put people, if they found a venue, if they if it was outside their budget, if they I don't know what the case may be. If the date was already booked, we go for decision follow up. We don't go with emotional follow up. And what emotional follow up is, now I'm only going to follow up with you if you follow up with me. Okay. And that's not the mindset that we need to have. We need to go for a decision. They reached out to us, right? And I know what you may be saying out there. You're right. They reached out to us, so they should be responding to me, but they're not in your business, right? You're in your business. So you have to have an engine. If you're not manually doing it, or if you are manually doing it, you need to have an engine that works for you rather than you working for it. Because a lot of you event space owners out there, you may still have a 9 to 5, and that's okay. But you need to have a process and an automation in place to allow yourself to still do what you have to do in your daily life, but still have people followed up with. So after the fifth contact, they actually become a factor in your mind. Like they're actually a factor. You're actually a factor in their mind. You're like, oh, they're top of mind. Because keep in mind, when someone's actively looking for an event, for us at least 2 to 3 months out, people start looking out and reaching out, right? They're not just contacting you, they're contacting a multitude of different venues. A multitude of different venues. And some people are even using platforms like Wedding Wire or Event Tech Dev or things like that, where once they put in that inquiry on those platforms, that their information is shot out to different venues, right? And all these venues are looking to gain attention. But the best part about it is that you're watching this video right now and you just got statistical information that says 50%, 65, 80, 90% of people, event space owners, just like you, stop following up after contact number 4. So you have a strategic advantage to say, I'm not going to do emotional follow up, but I'm going to go for decision factor follow up. Okay. So after contact number 5, we have contact number 6. You're nurturing. The lead becomes familiar with you. Okay. Yeah, I did see that venue. Uh, yeah, that venue keeps on texting me. That venue keeps on emailing me. I had a client reached out about a year ago, right? Reached out about a year ago. We were in great contact for the first 2 times. She's responding back to me. I'm responding back to her. We're building rapport. I think we even hopped on the phone. She's like, yeah, Charles, I want to do a tour with you guys. Next day, she ghosted us. Yeah. Next day, she was nowhere in sight. And months after months after months, did I stop following up with her? Who can answer in the comment section right now? No, I didn't. I kept following up with her. And if it wasn't manual, it was on automations. And automations is the key to the game because after about 3 months of not being in contact with her, she finally responded and said, man, I was just looking for an event venue. I'm ready to put down my deposit, and I'm glad that you were constantly following up with me because I wanted to go with you guys before, but something came up in my life back then. So keep in mind, just like within our own business and the people that reach out to us, life happens, right? Life happens. So don't get emotional with your follow up, but be decisional thinking with your follow-up. Go for a decision. So that lady ended up booking with us. It thousands of dollars, right? She ended up booking with us. She had a great time. She's already had her event. But that's just like a quick story to let you know that they aren't probably just ignoring you to just ignore you, right? Something probably happened. And if they are just ignoring you to ignore you, okay, right? In my last video, I was talking about having an automation process where things are on autopilot for you so you don't have to actively do it. And we'll dive a little bit deeper into that in another video. But going into contact number 7, you are earning top of mind. Contact number 8, the only company, you're the only company reaching out at this time. You're the only company that's truly saying, hey, I'm still available for you, right? Because the thing is with our business as well too, we sell time, right? We sell dates. So as soon as that date's booked, we no longer can sell that date. I don't know if you're out there if you do 2 events in a day, but we only look to do 1 event in a day and make it the most profitable. So following up with these people, you can go from not having an event that week, right, to having an event that week and getting paid thousands of dollars. And all you had to do was make an automation one time, and that automation followed up with them until infinity and beyond. But beyond that, after that happens, they become raving fans, and they just don't become raving fans because you followed up with them, but they become raving fans because now at this point, they probably decided to book a tour with you. They probably decided to book with you, and for those people that's out there that has event spaces, you should be giving 5-star experiences so they become raving fans of you, and eventually book and tell all their friends and family. So if you got anything from this video, it's no longer to do emotional follow up, but it's to go for a decision. Go for a decision so your numbers and your business can improve and your mental state can stay where it needs to stay. So we do webinars every single month. If you're an event space owner, we do webinars every single month where we talk about this stuff, where we talk about systemization, where we talk about sales, and where we talk about scaling your company. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can go to www.automatemyvenue.com where you can get a little bit more information about how we can help you in regards to systemizing your event space. Have a great day.